Hello friends, my name is Paramjeet Singh and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to discuss about availability set and availability zone. So what is availability set? Availability set creates multiple copies of virtual machines. Each copy is isolated with a separate physical server, compute racks, storage units, and network switches within a single data center within an Azure region. So what I'm actually doing here is like, for example, I am going to start my organization, and the first server which I am creating is for Active Directory, which is very important. So what I do is I create a virtual machine for that particular server, and I select the availability set option. So what I am doing is when I select availability set, it is very important. It will give you option to create at least three virtual machines for that particular instance. So you need to create virtual machine 1, virtual machine 2, and virtual machine 3. So when you are going ahead and creating the virtual machines, it will give you those options to create the multiple instances. So what happens is, like if you talk about the data center, this is my data center. For example, it is in East US. I am creating the virtual machines in East US. Now, when I create a virtual machine, like if we have different floors on this particular data center with different compute racks and network switches and storage units. So this is floor 1, this is floor 2, this is floor 3, this is floor 4, this is floor 5. So now when I'm creating virtual machine 1, for example, it gets created somewhere here in the data center. So now I need to create second instance for that particular Active Directory server which I am creating. Then I create another virtual machine VM2, and I select availability set 2 in while configuring the machine in the Azure portal. Then there is another instance, virtual machine 2, and then I create the third virtual machine, and it can be created somewhere in this East US region. For example, I say it is created here. The third machine is here randomly. So when my first virtual machine is down, I have another two instances running already on that in that particular data center, which can start up automatically. So once the VM1 is down, we have virtual machine 2 as well as virtual machine 3. So one of the virtual machine will start up and will start providing those services which are installed on the virtual machine 1, because it's a exact copy of virtual machine 1. So what I do is while I'm on the Azure portal, now, this is very important. Whenever you create availability sets, whenever you create three instances, three virtual machines, you cannot make changes to those virtual machines. You cannot set the availability set priority. You can only do this if you create another virtual machine, then only you can change it. And the second thing is, once you create the virtual machine, it will not be changed. Okay, so Azure portal. So you go ahead and log into the Azure portal. Now you create a resource group. When it comes to Microsoft Azure, no matter what services you are going to use in the portal, the first thing you do is create a resource group. Creating a resource group is important because you can manage the services within that particular Azure, resource group, as well as you also manage the cost and billing of that resource group. So it becomes easier for you to understand how much is the cost for that particular service. Now, I create a resource group. For example, I create a resource group RG East US. I select the location as East US. East US is my location while creating the resource group. Now, whatever I create under this resource group, everything is going to be stored in East US region. Now, I create a virtual machine and I name it as virtual machine 1. So while creating virtual machine 1, it will ask me to select the availability set option. So I can drop down that option. We'll do this lab in the further video. I'll drop down the option and I'll select 1, and then I select the image. So if I give you example of Active Directory, so I'll select let's say server 2012. So I'm selecting server 2012. So this is my virtual machine 1. Now when I go ahead and create virtual machine 2, let me change the. So while creating virtual machine 2, now what I do is I name it as virtual machine 2, and I select the availability set as in the drop down, and I select it as 2, and I create server 2012 in this virtual machine as well. And same goes with virtual machine 3. I create another virtual machine. I name it as VM3, and I select the availability set from the drop down number 3, and then I select the image, which is again server 2012. So what you do is you go to that individual virtual machine, and then you select the services. Like if you are creating Active Directory, you add Active Directory roles and features, and then you promote it. So you will have to do it on all the three instances, so that if one instance is down, you get the another one up. So this is how availability set works, and we'll definitely work on this one in the further labs. In the further videos, we'll do the lab of this particular availability set. And now let's go ahead and talk about availability zone. What is availability zone? Okay, friends, so let's discuss about the availability zone, as we have already discussed about availability set. So availability zone is something which is a next level of availability for your virtual machine. So when I say availability zone, what exactly I'm doing is when we create three virtual machine instances in availability set, we have one region, East US, and we have all the virtual machines in that particular uh, region, which is East US. But what if there is any natural disaster or any attacks on that particular data center in that region? What happens is if I am residing on this availability set, if there is any natural disaster or there is any attack on this data center, all my services are down, and I cannot afford my services to be down because this is my root server, and I need it to be up every time. So I cannot afford this. So what I'll do is I'll move to availability zone, and in case of availability zone, what happens is there is one data center which is in East US, and now I have another data center which is in, for example, Central India. So what I do is when I'm creating availability zone, when I'm creating virtual machines using availability zones, then one of the virtual machine will be created here in East US, for example, virtual machine 1, and another one will be created here in Central India. So this is just an example. Like there should be at least 100 miles of distance between two availability zone regions in Azure. So if this distance is less than 100 miles, then the portal or the Azure will not give you option to set it as availability zone region. So there is a list on the Azure portal which gives you, which helps you to connect the different regions. Like you cannot connect each region with another region. This is very specific. If you can connect East US with the Central India, it could be a case that you cannot connect East US with South India. So this is there is a complete list on the portal, so you can go and check it out. And now coming back to this definition, which says with availability zones, your downtime moves to less than 5 minutes as you get a 99.99% SLA. So SLA is service level agreement. What happens is when I am going to start my organization, I get multiple cloud service providers. Like I have AWS, I have Azure, and I have GCP. So all of them come to me and they want me to avail their services. But why should I avail services from Azure? So they will tell me that there is a service level agreement. If you avail our services, there will be less than 5 minutes of downtime in your services. So they assure me that if the downtime goes more than 5 minutes, then there will be some agreement about either they will pay me some charges or they will give me some compensation. And first thing, you can only implement availability zone in pay as you go subscription. You cannot implement availability zone in the free trial of a portal. There is a free trial which you get from Azure. So this free trial is for 12 months and you get around 200 US dollars, which makes it around 14,400 Indian rupees. So in this free trial, you cannot implement availability zone. It can only be implemented in pay as you go. What is pay as you go? It takes your credit card number, you avail the services, and by the end of the month, it will give you the bill. So you can pay and then continue using the services. This is pay as you go. Now, when we talk about SLA, if I have single virtual machine, the SLA is 99.9%. But if I have availability set virtual machine, the SLA is 99.95%. But if we have virtual machines set in availability zone, then this downtime goes to 99.99%. So this downtime which I am writing, it is also only in the case of pay as you go. In case of free trial, Azure is not committing any kind of downtime or any SLAs to you. So this is the case. So availability zone is I'm creating virtual machine in different regions, in different data centers, so that if one data center is down, another one is already running and I can continue using my services. So this is how we differentiate between availability set and availability zone. If you like the video and you have made it so far, please do subscribe the channel and like the video. And also you will get the notifications if you click the bell icon. Thank you so much.